Greetings, it's Criles, and welcome back to another video where I analyze an anime slash manga slash what have you and just end up slapping the gay label all over it. This week we will be talking about my favorite manga of all time, so put your grasses on and let's do this. So Berserk, for those of us who know it for its intense dark fantasy storyline about the swordsman named Guts and his struggles. For others, you might know Berserk through passing, be it from its role in inspiring the Dark Souls game series, or basically any dark fantasy anime and or characters with overly large swords. Now I'm gonna try to keep this like my ranking JoJo characters by how gay they are video and try to avoid spoilers as much as I can when it comes to Berserk. However, I do have to explain a good amount so that you can understand the relationship of Guts and Griffith, another major character of Berserk, and their eventual dichotomy. P.S. This is just going to be talking about Guts and Griffith before the climax of the Golden Age arc because, obviously. P.S. All of y'all Berserk ain't gay. I hate when queer people just label everything gay because they want to project so that they can relate. My manhood is so fragile. Berserk stands. Hear me the f*** out before you scream in the comments. You might be surprised and actually enjoy this analysis. So I'm going to analyze this out of order because my culminating point of this video essay will answer the question, do I think Guts and Griffith are gay for each other? So let's start with the Ubermensch himself, Guts. He is our protagonist, and upon first meeting Griffith, he has a lot to say about the leader of the Band of the Hawk. Not only this, but he also hates whenever Griffith or anybody else touches him in the beginning. Now, for those who know what fate Guts had happen to him before I explain it, no, it's not what you think, I'm just explaining Guts as a character. The TLDR is Guts had a very unfortunate upbringing with an abusive adoptive father that once sold him as a child in the night to be used by another mercenary. This obviously has a very lasting effect on Guts, his personality, and his psyche, hence his call-outs and reactions toward Griffith and any other person that touches him. People using this as Guts is gay for saying this is first of all f***ed, and second, false for a multitude of reasons and is not going to influence my final opinion in the video at all, so please understand that. However, I mention it because a lot of these events in Guts' life result in a very reserved character who is quick to doubt and never trust the intentions of others, accompanied with a brash and aggressive attitude. So that is Guts. Now, when it comes to Griffith, Guts becomes part of the Band of the Hawk basically by losing a duel to Griffith and being claimed as, for a lack of a better term, property of Griffith. Now, Guts develops after 3 years of being a part of the band, calming down and acquiring a large amount of respect for Griffith, who he eventually sees as a friend at that moment in time. He is also seen to be kinder and more respectful toward the other band members, but when it comes specifically to Griffith, it's on another level. Griffith is a somewhat god to him. He forces his way into situations when Griffith is in danger to protect or save or be with him. Griffith! 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 Now, am I saying being with your homie makes you gay? Kinda. No. Would I say that Griffith and Guts are just bros? No. Guts has this very middle-of-the-ground relationship and admiration for Griffith that I would not describe as romantic or sexual love, but I would not say it's a brotherly or sibling-like love either. It's strange. It's also important to note that Guts can easily call out anybody else's flaws, but in the moments where Griffith has Guts do some pretty awful things, Griffith asks Guts if he thinks of him as a bad man. Guts says no, and gives a very self-reflective answer saying that he has just as much wrongdoing or blame as Griffith does. The most glaring example of the relationship from Guts' perspective is when Guts hears Griffith's dream speech, where the White Hawk claims that only a man who pursues his own dream can be seen as a true friend or equal. Guts realizes how Griffith must feel about him and is devastated. And I would not say devastated in a friend way either. He eventually abandons the Hawks so that he can do this. He can discover, pursue, and accomplish his own dream so that he might be able to be seen as Griffith's true equal or friend. And all I'm saying is, he didn't give a shit that Corcus didn't like him, but when it comes to Griffith, he's all... That's my thoughts on Guts at least. Griffith, on the other hand, is a f***ing piece of work. Listen, pretty boy gets whatever he wants.
Ice on my neck doesn't come in. I'm a pretty boy, I'm stunning.
The best way I can describe this man is a baby who wants to be in control of all of his toys and never share. Got it? Griffith is so motivated by his one and only goal. This man is hard for the idea of being king and having his own kingdom.
I will have my own kingdom.
His flashbacks of his childhood are him running to a castle. He has water bucket fights nude with his boyfriend. Wait, Connor, what? You can't say that Guts is his boyfriend. Why not? Cause isn't this video essay's whole point of you deciding if they're gay together? Well, I mean, no, Wells, is it or isn't it? I guess you're right. So all I can say to you is, I submit. Anyways, he plays nude water tag with his boyfriend and then stands above him telling him he'll choose where he lives and dies in his kingdom and his kingdom alone. He lets people die, causes political uproar, and even goes to— Whoa! You're gonna spoil it, dude! Fine. Anyways, homeboy loves a castle. That's basically his only love. But we know that Griffith will do anything to get what he wants, and I mean anything. Most noteworthy is when he sells his body for an evening with a soon-to-be governor to get the Band of the Hawk and his dream funded. Does that make him gay? No. But we do find out through the likes of Casca, Corcus, and some other major Band of the Hawk members that Griffith has never valued or treated any of them the way he does Guts. Guts is SPECIAL special to him. Very much in the same way as Guts, he will take questionable war tactics to ensure that Guts is safe and unharmed.
I'm going in. The rest of you wait here.
But
I'll go with you.
Don't worry. I will bring Guts back. Now move out!
Sir! And sure, the way he speaks to Guts as an ownership thing can be seen as just what we stated earlier, a child who takes claim on his toys and his toys alone. But we never do really see him say any of these things in any such manner to any other character besides Guts. Most glaringly, the coup de grace about his feelings towards Guts is shown when Guts finally abandons the Band of the Hawk. Griffith fights to keep him there and loses. Griffith, the White Hawk and savior of Midland, loses to Guts. And he is broken. Now, could it be because his ego is stepped on? Sure, that's part of it. But right after, Griffith becomes super irrational and then goes to bang the Princess of Midland because boyfriend dumped him and thinks about Guts during their intercourse, as if the princess is just sloppy seconds. She and every other character are basically just pawns for Griffith, but throughout most of this story, Guts is never really shown to be any run-of-the-mill pawn to him. Also, for those who have read Berserk or seen the '97 anime of Berserk, remember what happens in the climax. And remember whose eyes are locked with whose when what happens, happens. I'm just saying. I am just saying. To me, it is a little bit more than Baby wanting his toy back. So, would I say that the two are gay lovers? No. Would I say they're straight homeboys that are cracking some cold ones? No. Are they gay? Maybe. Are they straight? Maybe not. It's hard to define. They're very weird when it comes to each other specifically. Do they have some strange pull to each other? Yes. It's definitely more than an acquaintanceship or companionship, though. Could you say it's romantic? Could you say it's platonic? It's debatable. Guts' feelings towards Griffith go a little bit above some regular schmegular admiration, and Griffith's want to have Guts under his thumb is a little different than just some control freak complex. The two are very strangely and solely drawn toward each other. This makes it a highly debated topic. I would say just because you can't say they're totally gay, doesn't mean you can say they're totally straight. In my headcanon, Griffith is totally gay and Guts is bi, and the two should have just been in a throuple with Casca the whole time. It would have made all the problems never happen. But finally, to the homeboys who want to protect the straightness of Berserk, know this. Just because you can't say Berserk is totally gay, doesn't mean it can be totally straight either. Anyways, let me know if you want any more Berserk videos, and or what anime/manga you would want to hear about in a future video. I actually just read the horror manhwa Killing Stalking in one sitting the other day and was thinking about making a video on my thoughts of it, so maybe be on the lookout for that as well. But other than that, please give a like and subscribe if you like my content, and have a good one, guys.